got to come back to now when it's hard. And I'm going through it myself this year because, if you got Bitcoin, it's an asset, right? People don't, we think of exit taxes. That's like an American thing. And if you go on Google, if you go on ChatGPT and start, it doesn't know. It'll start giving you the American answer, right? Unless you know how to be specific. But basically, if you cease Australian tax residency, which is not the same as immigration concepts of residency, it's not your citizenship. But if you make your permanent place of abode or domicile in another country, that's not being itinerant, but actually living somewhere for intending to be there for a long period of time where your social and economic interests have relocated from Australia to somewhere else and your home is somewhere else, then you probably cease being an Australian tax resident. There may be indications that you are still tied to Australia in some way, so there's a lot to think about if you want to cease Australian tax residency. What usually happens is people go overseas and they don't think about it, and then they come back to a shock, or deemed capital gains assessment on their assets when they leave. So that's the bit that we need to know about. Whether you have assets of any kind. Bitcoin is regarded as property, so it's an asset, as is other crypto. So if you leave Australia, potentially you pay capital gains tax on the market value on the date you cease Australian tax residency, and that's something a lot of people aren't aware of.